Somewhere in this festival is a YouTuber by the name of Brendan Explores, and I've made it my goal to try and find him and maybe even meet him. But how and why? Well, it all started when Brendan Explores put out a community post saying that he would be going to the Adventure Overland and Campervan Festival at Stratford-Upon-Avon racecourse. This festival would run from the 16th to the 17th of September, with camping pitches being available from the 15th to the 18th. Armed with this information, I knew that this was a golden opportunity to go and meet a YouTuber in person that I'd been watching for a long time. As well as this, Brendan had given us his exact location of where he would be throughout the festival. You see, there was a camper jumbo where you would sell your unwanted gear that was located on the grandstand side of the racecourse. And since Brendan was selling stuff there too, I knew that this would be the best place I would get to meet him. So the Friday before the festival, I set out for Stratford-Upon-Avon, not knowing what I would discover. After arriving into Stratford-Upon-Avon, I was immediately on the watch for campervans, because you see, there was a chance that Brendan may be staying in Stratford-Upon-Avon before heading to the festival the next day. The reason that I thought this was because he'd done it in Gloucester like a month before, so there was a chance I could see him before the festival even started. After this, I headed to McDonald's for tea. I'm not sure why this is called fast food. We've been waiting for a long time. Finally got the McDonald's, but we're literally 1 minute away from the Premier Inn, so I think I'm just going to sit there. After arriving at the Premier Inn, I found my way to my room. Yeah, here we go. Then I finally ate the McDonald's and watched TV basically all night. Why is this TV so small? After that I had too much Pringles and finally decided to go to bed. But it is now quite late, so I think I'm gonna go off to bed, so I don't have anything else to say, and I will see you guys in the morning. Now by the end of today I may have seen a YouTuber. After having breakfast, I went for a walk around Stratford-Upon-Avon. It's only now that I've realised how nice of a town Stratford-Upon-Avon actually is. Like, I'm just at Shakespeare's house right now, but yeah, really amazing. On the topic of Shakespeare, did you know there is an actual theatre school here named after him? The RSC run tours all around the country. However, some say that the theatre in Stratford-Upon-Avon that they rehearse and perform in is kind of a bit blocking the view and the beauty of Stratford-Upon-Avon. And after wandering into the big market square of Stratford-Upon-Avon, I headed back to the car. After arriving at the racecourse, I headed into the festival. Almost immediately, I spotted a sign for YouTuber Village, so I headed in there hoping to see Brandon. And somehow, I got lucky. Just spotted Adventures next to Brandon's phone. I'm going to try and see if I can meet him. Adventures was another creator who had said that he would be going to the festival, and since I'd seen him next to Brendan's van, I knew that Brendan was definitely here as well, but something was off. You see, Brendan had said that he would be selling things at the camper jumbo, but if he was selling things there, why was his van in the YouTuber Village? There could be a few reasons for this. First of all, he decided to sell things on a different day. The next reason is that he didn't decide to sell things at all. Or if he was selling things, he was doing it a bit later on in the day. But deep down in my mind, I felt my plan of seeing Brendan beginning to crumble. But as I walked out of the YouTuber Village, I was hit with a surprise. There were a large group of people sat around a van, and in that group was Brendan and Adventures, as well as one of Brendan's friends. Obviously now, I didn't have the confidence to talk to them, but I did hope that later on in the day I would find some courage to go up and meet them. Then I headed over to the camper jumble to have a look at some of the campers there, and some of them were amazing, exactly like this demountable camper that I found. Somebody had even converted this tank into a mini house. After that, I headed back to the YouTuber Village to try and look for Brendan once more, but to my surprise, he was gone. At this point, panic began to rise inside me because I thought that I would never get to see him that day. But then I spotted an Insta360 sticking up in the air, and there's only one person in the festival that's going to have one of them. Now was my chance. Brendan and his friend Steve were walking back into the festival, and this was the biggest opportunity that I had had today, and I took that opportunity.
Brendan. Friend just want to say hello to you. Oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? Have you been enjoying the show?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I just have a question. How did you feel when you got the knock when you were camping next to Lake Burnley?
That you got.
How nerve-wracking was that?
That was scary. That was scary, yeah. It always tells me, well, I want to go camping, but I'm not sure about the knock. Well, my advice would be, there is always going to be something. If you do it often enough, there's going to be something that happens. Out of all the camps I've done, right, that's the only thing that's ever happened to me. Made me question and think, do I carry on doing all the camps I've been on? Hundreds of camps I've been on. Most times the knock is something really simple. I mean, like a pitter-patter on the roof. Now, if that was one of my first camps, I'd be like,
I can't believe that just happened. That was incredible. I had done it. I'd finally met the creator in person who I'd been watching for months. And the truth is that I have realised something throughout all this. I've been wanting to meet Brendan for a long time, and it's definitely a case that best things come to those who wait.